So in today's YouTube video, I show you how to make a fantastic raw vegan guacamole, and I make it here in Mexico. Hello! We have been eating at so many different restaurants guacamole, and they made it absolutely perfectly. So today I will make my own, because I mean you don't have to go to a restaurant to eat guacamole because it's so easy to make yourself. But it's just something luxury we just like to enjoy. Go to a restaurant and have a guacamole. So yes, I will start, and I will have avocado as the base, of course. And avocado should be very fatty and very rich. That makes the best guacamole. And they have avocados here that are more to the juicy side, so they are fantastic to just eat. But in this recipe, I prefer this one that is more not so juicy. So I will cut it open and see if I'm right. So I actually picked avocado that is creamy and fatty, but I think so. You can see on the outdoor that is not too shiny. That means it used to be very fatty. And yes, I'm very right. It's just perfect. So I guess my other avocado is also perfect. So what I want to start with is the lime juice. So if I press it a little bit, it will be easier to squeeze. And if you have a squeezener, that will be everything. That makes everything so much easier. So I will do it by hand. So I chop them in pieces. And we have no exactly measurement in this recipe because you have to go for taste, and some limes is more juicier than others, and so on. So so I will just show you how to go for your own feeling. So I will squeeze in the lime, and if some of the lime meat here also goes into the dish, that's just perfect. That have lots of flavor and lots of nutrients. But just don't take this part that is very bitter and not so nice to chew. Yes, so now I have my lime juice here. And I think that this amount is about 3 limes, if it's like a regular lime, but they are so juicy here and they are also very big. So I start with this, and the next ingredients I will take is red onion. And different restaurants have different kind of onions. I've seen white onion very much, but I like the red one because, I mean, the antioxidant in here is fantastic. So I will just finely dice the red onion. So the onion is finely diced here. And what I do next is that I put the onion together with the lime juice. And why I do this? It's because when I mix the lime juice together with the red onion we get a really nice color, and it will also be like marinated in the lime, so it will be easier to digest. So I take a fork and I just mash it here. And when you are on traveling, you don't have different kind of bowls and things like that, so that's why I use a pot for this recipe. So you can just take what you have when you're on traveling. So I really mash in the red onion in the lime juice. Easier to digest and more flavorful and better color. And the onion, some onion tends to be very mild and some tends to be very strong, so you can just go for flavor there. Try a little piece and see how it is. So there we have it, onion and lime juice. So, and there's so many different ways you can do this recipe also. So I think every Mexican have their own way, but this is the Victoria way. So what I do next is that I go for tomatoes, and I will just chop the tomatoes in pieces also. Many restaurants, they don't have tomatoes in the guacamole, they top it with it instead. But I like to have it have it in there. And maybe top it also. These tomatoes is fantastic. They are not like sour at all, they are more sweet. I think they call them Roma tomatoes or something like that. So now I have got up the tomatoes, and maybe I will put more in here if I need more liquid in later, or if I take more lime, I will just see. So I start with the 2 tomatoes here, and then I will go for my avocado. That is just perfect, and I picked the creamy, fatty avocado that is just so fantastic in this recipe. And yeah, I said that we have different varieties of avocado here. So here is the one that is more like juicy and not so fatty. But it's actually very creamy. But when you mash it, I have tried making guacamole with this. When you mash it, it will be really like wet. So I prefer to not mash this avocado, just eat it plain in pieces. So what I do now is that I just score the avocado a little bit, like this. Therefore it will be easier to mash it. And then, let's see. And then I just place it in the bowl. Look how creamy and delicious this avocado is. So today I will use 4 of them. We are 2 people, and I think that's enough. They are a little bit bigger than the one I have in Sweden. So yeah, and I have learned that the most nutritional part of the avocado is the part that is closest to the skin, that have more green, more chlorophyll. So for you nerds who want to know, now you know. I've seen many people that just throw that part away, and you shouldn't do that. So here you see I cut up the rest of the avocado, and they all are just perfect. The avocado in Mexico is the best I ever had, actually. And I have never eaten so much avocado than I have done in this trip. And that is how you should eat. You should eat the food that is in season and is just perfect in that place you are. That food is most nutritional food, and probably most delicious also. So here we have the fatty avocado and the tomatoes and the onion and the lime. And I would love to have cilantro in here also, but we live a little bit far away from the organic cilantro, so yeah, I skipped that part. And I don't need it. I mean, it's so delicious without it also. So now I will not mash it. I will just put around everything. So mash it a little bit, but some chunks is amazing in this recipe. Or what do you think, Ocean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like chunky guacamole.
Yeah. Well, and at the restaurant they used to serve it with corn chips here in Mexico, but we ask for cucumber chips instead. That is just like sliced up cucumbers. So that is what we are going to have today also when we serve it. And when it looks like this, oh, you know it's perfect. What we like to do is to serve our guacamole with cucumber and a smile. And the El Vegetariano, our favorite restaurant, they serve it with a hot sauce. And we actually have some leftover hot sauce when we were at that restaurant, so we serve the guacamole with hot sauce and cucumber slices. And some extra tomatoes on top. So for you who wonder what this is the hot sauce, and they say it's just habanero and carrot blended together. And that is actually what it tastes like, and it's so delicious. They have fantastic habanero here, and it's so strong. So here is the final plate. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!